Juju's in the craft room, come and see. It's Mama Juju crafting, chatting full of glee, playing her day away in her own sweet way. Come along and join her, don't you wanna stay?
Hey, my chickadees, welcome back to the Bag 40. Okay, I had the 12 and 12 recorded and something happened. I only have 6 seconds of it. So, we're going to redo it. Alright, it is this time of year where we get ready for 2025. And if you saw my December day 5, you will understand why I am stuck on 2025, because I've been working on my 12 and 12 today. Now, the 12 and 12 is, for our December, is getting ready for January. Getting ready for a new direction. Getting ready for a new word, which is focus. Our 2025 word is focus. I am going to focus my energy on planning and crafting one project at a time. And that's going to be a challenge for me. Y'all know I have said that I'm not going to do all these projects at one time, yada, yada. Well, this year, focus is going to be it. Last year, it was experiment. And during experiment, I experimented with a lot of stuff, took some classes, learned about collage, had a lot of growth. Very proud of myself from last year. I have seen the growth in my crafting and in my art, and I am very pleased with it. So now I want to focus in and hone in on those skills and take it into the direction that makes me happy, and stop trying to dibble and dabble in everything else, and see how that evolves and take it down that road. So, for my 12 and 12 this month, that's what I was doing. First things first is that y'all know I was doing last month was the organizational thing that I have been doing for the past couple of months on the phases, and I was on phase 3 of RTS's organizational process she had some years ago that she recorded. Well, I did that. So I went back this month, and all the little piles that I had sitting around that was not back in their proper place, I looked, did what she said, investigated, see what was piled up there, see if it was a common theme, what it was, and it was. So what I did was exactly what she said. I went in and changed it. You know, I moved my scraps to this section over here to my right. You know, I put my lace on the bottom. I moved my mixed media over here. I put things, you know, I put my collages immediately to the left. I moved the file cabinet over here and put my collage papers and stuff in it, because they were always constantly getting piled up here on the left side of me. And I did those things, and so far, knock on some wood, we're doing good. So I'll continue that. Hopefully one day I'll be out of phase 3, but I'm continuing that. And then getting ready for 2025 on that one, I want to use stuff that I have bought and being able to focus on with my ADD. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So I have put together these reference books. And I haven't finished putting them together. That's what I'm working on this month. I've started. I've got my die cuts here. So what I'll do is when I get my die cuts, I'll die cut one out, and then I'll post on here so I can flip through and see where I have my die cuts and where they're located. Colors. All my colors that are in. All the things that I have that had color guides to it, I can put in here to see where it is and what color I have in it. And then my favorite colors. Like I love this bleak paint, so I have all their colors on it to see, you know, in case I want some or something. And then my brush guide, and then my colors for my markers and all that. So I went on Pinterest and stuff and printed the labels and stuff so I could make sure I knew what inks I had and what was out there if I need to get some or want some. So I did that. Then I have my stamps, and I'm almost finished with this. I've got one more tub of stamps to do, and I'll be done. But what I did was I went through and stamped my steps on here and put where it was located so I could flip through. Now I was trying to reuse these from when I did my organization in August because, you know, I didn't want to waste ink, didn't want to waste paper, and really did not want to redo it because it took so long time to stamp. So what I did was just didn't put them in an order, put them through here, and just found my stamps, found how I had put them and was using them, and then went through and found it, and then wrote what new container it was on. If it wasn't stamped, because I have gotten some new stamps, if it wasn't stamped, then I stamped it and put what container it was on, and then I just did that. So, and I stamped each individual one. If it was, you know, in little sets or whatever, it didn't matter, they all got stamped. So I stamped them and then put where they were located and numbered them, and continued that process like before when we did that way back when, in August, I think, and continued that. We took them off the blocks. So I took this off the blocks, the ones that would come off of it, and stuck them on here. So when I get to them, I can say where they are and use those. So I have that. Oh, sorry, I just hit that. I have that done for my stamps. Okay. Then I have my digitals that are in Etsy that I have bought, and I've got a ton. So many. I had to get an external hard drive for them. Digital, but I never know what I have, and I have bought them over and over again because I liked them, wanted them, didn't know I had them, so I bought them again. So what I was going to do was, one of the ladies had suggested, Creative Nana, Nana at Creative Nana, aka Sheila, suggested that, you know, we put them in. Now, of course, she wrote them down and alphabetized them and all that. I'm just a little too lazy. I'm going to go in Etsy like this and just copy them and print them out and stick them in here, because I don't mind. I kind of enjoy the joy of flipping through stuff, even though it takes a little more time. I like flipping through and looking at stuff because that inspires me. I might want a rabbit stamp, and I flip through here and say, oh my gosh, that leaf will look good with that rabbit eating that leaf, or, you know, the leaf eating the rabbit, you know, who knows. So I like doing that. So that's that. And they stay right here to the left of me by my desk on the floor, and it has been great. I can just reach right down there and pick them up and go for it and do it. So that is what I've been doing. So that's taken quite a few days, and that's why my 12x12 introduction video is 9 days past due. Juju's just been running behind. So I want to play too. So sometimes all that, you know, gets taken up and I play. So, because I need to do stressed. And that is where we are. Oh, I also cleaned out my scraps. Y'all, I got to show you this. Y'all can be so proud of me. Let me show you this. And I moved it to the second shelf right beside me so I will use them. But I went through all my scraps when I was cleaning up my collage and reorganizing my collage. This is only scraps I have left. Look at that, y'all. Isn't it wonderful? And it was, I don't want to, I don't remember what video I was looking at. It was one of my ladies I watch all the time, but I can't remember exactly which one it was. But, because several of them did a scraps organizational video. But what I did was I cut them all down to similar size, put them in here by size and kind of type, you know, so I have them in here by type, and she puts the little bits and stuff in Ziploc bags, so I did that, and envelopes, and I put those in here. And if it was like this had some tears and stuff on it, I just went on and cut it to a size. This is way up. Let me take y'all back just a little bit. Oh, you don't need to see I'm in my pajamas again tonight, but it's late if it's gonna go to bed. Let's go this way. Okay. So if it was a certain size and it had rags and tears and stuff on it, I just took my trimmer and I trimmed it down. And if it was a good sizable size, I kept it. And then if I was going to trim it down, it was going to leave just a little piece. I threw the whole thing away. Trust me, my heart hurt. My heart hurt throwing those scraps away, but I did. I figured, you know, some of these scraps, like these scraps have been here all year on this ring binder. Remember when we did this? I still haven't used all those scraps. So, you know, when I went through and did that and took them down and took them apart, cut them up to the right size and took them off the ring binder and stuck them in here and kept the ones that I was going to use and discard the other ones I wasn't going to use, I was okay with it. I mean, they've been here a year. Jeez. All right. So, and then I have my tissue napkins and stuff and pattern paper scraps and painting paper scraps in the back here. And then on the front, very front, and I have my little scrappy bits that I make my little scrappy journals and stamp words and stuff out of, up at the very front. So I have that, and it slides in here, and the goal is that it cannot overfill. My scraps cannot overfill that little tub, and that is a dish pan from the Dollar Tree. It cannot overfill that dish pan from the Dollar Tree. And I cannot have scraps just lingering in different places. Okay, we're going to process it. And what, I'm going to take a cue from Creative Nana again. Nana, I love you. I'm going to take a cue from her. And I'm going to process my scraps when I have them. We were talking about maybe making paper. So I may get me a big tub, and that is suitable to redo and make paper. I'll chip it all up like she said and throw it in the box. And then the extra scraps I'll keep. I'll put in the tub. And then if they start getting too full and I'm not using them, then I will pitch them. Or go through and decide, do I want to keep that scrap and get rid of a different one or what? Because it's just got to be done. It's use it, lose it, focus on it, and if it's there causing clutter and causing my creativity to be hindered, then it's not beneficial to me. All right, I believe that's all I want to share today. I have a lot more going on, and the next video will be a little more organized because we will be fixing our first page in Merlin and getting her all set up and ready. She's going to be the single journal that we use through 2025. And here she is. We did that at the November and got her all fixed up, but here she is. And we'll go in and put, I've been collecting little stuff and sticking in here for us to use, but we'll go in on our first page and do our vision board for 2025 with our focus word. It's a big sheet of white paper, and we're going to break that paper. And we will use this one to put all our stuff in. That's the goal. Everything that we do for 2025 will be in here, except for Bubba Tina, staying Bubba Tina. And my glue book is still saying my glue book, which will have a new glue book thing for 2025. If I do that outside of Merlin. And then my Margaret Miller Weekly Collage Challenge. She is going to do a volume 5, and I'm just waiting on that to come out. I don't think she's going to do a book. If she does a book, I will buy it, and that will be our book we collage in. If she doesn't do a book, then we will either do another book or, I don't know, maybe do tip-in pages. But y'all look, we are on week 50. So we still have 2 more weeks, and this is our Margaret Miller collage book. Okay, if I do this next year and put this in her, she's already a gator mouth, and I haven't done anything else. So I don't know. I really, really am torn. I wanted one book, but you know, she's a big old fat daddy spine as it is, so we're going to see. Maybe we can start out just doing them like this on paper and to slide in or tip in. I'm not really sure yet. Y'all tell me what you think. Leave me a comment telling me what you think I should do for the Margaret Miller Weekly Collage. You know, Miss Margaret, if you just, do another one of those books, I'd have to buy it, and my problem would be solved. Hint, hint. Okay, like she's ever going to watch my videos. But, that is where we are headed. So, great, wonderful things, and I'm starting to ramble because I'm tired. I will see y'all on the next go-round. Bye. Love you.
She's crafting her way the back 40 style, getting your craft on smile after smile.